One of my least favourite jobs on Land Rovers is fitting these windows here. In fact, I would say to go to the point that I actually hate doing it, but a customer was complaining that they were leaking. So he asked me to get a seal. Oh, okay, well, in order to get a seal, what you don't sort of realise is there's two thicknesses of glass for these cars, so you've got to get the right thickness so you know it's going to fit. So I'm just cleaning it up. So I took the window out and measured it up and I ordered the seal, and today we're going to fit it. Now I sort of just realised, I thought, how am I going to get my tool in here with this this roof rack on? They're very easy to get out. All you do is pull the centrepiece out and then the window just pops out. That's the easy bit. But I think I'm going to have to do something really, I'm going to have to try and get these supports off, especially this one, in order for it to work. But I'm going to clean it up first and then we'll come back. This is the tool that we use to put the filler strip in, and I've just done a little section here so you can see what it looks like. It's like a sort of a glorified triangle really, but the body sheet metal goes in this gap and the glass goes in this gap, which is a bit thicker, so you've got to get it the right way around. And the idea is when you open this up, when you push this in like this, it just spreads the rubber apart a little bit, and then you push it in with your thumb. Now this is very stiff at the moment and there's no lubrication, so I'm going to use maybe some WD-40 which will make it spin in a little bit quicker. But I want to show you something. I didn't realise this at the time. Where are we now? There we are. I'm going to hit the roof with the tool when I come around this corner. So I've got to take this off. I only hope I don't have to take all the damn roof rack off just to do that. You know, this bit's maybe not too bad. But you see, the problem is with this tool, you can only go one direction. You can't just swap and go the other way, because you'll have a great big lump in the middle and it won't work. I'm just going to have a go and see if I can get it off. Yeah, you can probably understand now why roof racks and bull bars are my favourite items on Land Rovers. Not. So, let me see how I can get that off. We're going to be putting the joint at the bottom for the main seal, and the filler strip seal is going to go in at the top. So, we've got to measure it, which is 86 centimetres. So we want 43 is our centre line, and we'll just tack it up just sort of roughly with a Sharpie, so we know where we're going to be. Now, if you can, I'm just about to turn off there, but this bracket here, man, it won't come out, will it? It's just to say trapped on one thread, so I can't bring it. It won't come forward for some reason. I don't know how the hell I'm going to get the bloody thing back in again either. Wait a minute, I'll have a play around with it. In theory, because these bolts are on slots, it should tap forward. As you can see, I just can't get it to I can't get it to work. Wait a minute, if I move that one up there. Ah, there's a slot in there where the bolt's going. That's interesting. The thing is, how do I get that one out? I don't want to scratch the paint. Bloody roof racks, I hate roof racks. You know, just a simple 5-minute job, or just put a new seal in there. It's half in and half out now. What the hell am I going to do now? Oh, I just don't want to take this roof rack off. If I have to take this roof rack off, this is staying here till January, because I'm not going to spend all my Christmas messing about with this bloody thing. Yeah, in theory that should have slid forward, but the thing is you can't slide it forward because it drops into the gutter, so it would actually tip, if you see what I mean. So if I brought this out, it would tip like this and you still wouldn't get it out. Tap it with that. I need to bloody tap it. Just wait a minute, get a box to stand on. You know the annoying thing is, it's one thread that's holding it in. One thread. Man, oh man. By God, there's some weight. There's more weight up here. There's chairs and tables. There's all sorts. It's a complete campsite up here. Oh hell! How am I going to get that? You know something? I'm going to have to try and put something under here just to lift it that little bit off the floor. Let me see if I can find a jacket. Got a bit of steel tube on the trolley jack. Put a bit of rag around it to protect it, the paint. Do you know something? It's just that bolt that's stuck there. The problem is, you know, if I can get it out, can I get it back in again? If the bolt would just slide in the slot, that'd be fine. There we go. Yeah. Right. That's that out. Now the fun part. Let's see if we can put the ceiling. Right, I'll have to get rid of that. That's all it took, just that little lift. Messing about, man. Right, so I'm going to put the seal and measure it up roughly, because the seals that come, they're actually longer than the hole that you need to have. So let's see if we can lay it in. They are a mess about. You can see why on the Discord 2s they bonded the windows in, just glued them in. You didn't need all this messing about. And you see, the problem is with the alpine window is that it's such a tight radius that you tend to cut the rubber when you put them in. So for this job I actually bought 2 rubbers just in case I cut it. You'll see, they are a bloody nightmare to do. I mean, if you're a window fitter, well, it's not too bad. But it might come to a point, if I'm messing about with this for too long, which it's looking like already, I might just call a glass fitting service and get them to come round and fit it. They do these things every day. But you can see it's not a... But because the rubber's new, the moulding is tight to get in. Look at this, I'm messing about with this bit. You put it in one end and it jumps out the other. See what happens is the gap here closes up as you're turning it. Some people get, some people get away with it straight away, but I think I'm going to be struggling with it. I'm going to be struggling getting this in. You know, it might be. This isn't going to go in here. This isn't going to go in. And it doesn't matter who makes the seals, they're all the damn same. I've had them from everywhere, from all makes, Land Rover. I've had them from everywhere. The thing is, you've got to make sure that they're tight into the corners, because if not, they'll leave a gap and then they'll leak. And I tell you something, you haven't got much room to play with. You know, you haven't got much room for error. See, the thing is, I can't see from the top where the lip is because of this bloody great big thing. You know. That's roughly how it should go on. It should wobble it. And the thing, if you're replacing a seal, you can see the stain of the old seal around the outside, so you can see if you're a little bit low or high, because that should run nice and parallel. And it's not doing too bad so far. Just got to get around this corner now. Come on. You know, it's like really, really frustrating. It's something that should just take a like 2-minute job. And then we've got to get the glass in, that's even more fun. Not just putting a filler strip in, and the glass in. So if you're trying this at home, and you've never done it, be patient. And another thing you've got to be careful of is not to try to use as little tools as possible to put the seal in, because if you scratch the paint, then that's it. It's so easy to do. It's so easy to scratch. You know, I've got the Land Rover 90 to do very shortly. And I'm thinking I'm going to get a glass fitting company to come and put these in, because this is just a pain. Just see, you can see there how far. You see, I've come off my mark about 1/4 of an inch. It won't have to matter because I'm not taking it out again. And I know the car's cold, but it won't make that much of a difference. Right. So there we are. We've got an overlap. You can see here. So what I'm going to do is cut it about 3-4 millimeters longer, and butt it up together so it pushes it all the way around the seal and the window and holds it in. I'll get my cutter. Will it focus? There. You can see I've cut it a little bit longer. I couldn't find my proper cutters. I had to use these big things here. These cable cutters. But anyway, it's cut. So now we butt it up together, put that seal in. That's made a nice tight fit. Now for the fun part. When you're about to fit the glass, just pay attention, a little attention to detail, because it's worth it. Is to put the marking so it's readable. Don't put it sort of upside down like that because it looks rubbish. Put it like that way around and it'll be alright. Clean up all the edges. Wire wool's good. This is actually kind of nice and clean. So look, what we're going to do now is try and get it in. And we're going to use this little tool to try and hook the rubber around the top. Now I'll leave the camera running, but I'll probably edit a great chunk of this out because it's boring. But what you've got to do is try and push it in at one end, get it under the rubber, but at the same time what's going to happen is this is going to tip out and make it extremely frustrating to try and get it at this end, so you're battling against it. So I try to do something funky by trying to get it started top and bottom and try and push it across. I don't know, it might work, it might not. But again, this rubber's hard. No. There, she's going in there, look. And you've got to try and pull that down without taking the top seal out. And then, let me get some WD-40. The WD-40 will help move the glass in the channel a bit. It just helps it on its way. See how it makes it slide? What you want is to get that a little bit at a time pushed up there like that. You might not be able to see very well, but so you don't want to push too hard, because what will happen is you'll push the seal in the window. Sometimes it's easy when there's two of you, if you've not done one before. Yeah, just gently pull that seal in and push it there. Did you see it move? And then you're going to pull that lip up. And this is where it gets a bit tricky. This is the tool I'm using. This is just a special bit of heavy bent wire. It's a proper tool actually. But I'm thinking that I'm going to start at this end and try and work in the middle, and then you might be able to see what the hell I'm doing, because it's kind of difficult. I know you shouldn't use WD-40 on rubber, but well, you've got a problem, you know, because it's too hard. But the problem is with this spiky thing, it can actually cut through this top seal, and that's it. Once you cut through it, it's finished. So you have to be extremely careful. And of course, I can't really get in at the top, that's the problem. Get the bloody tool in. See, that's how it should go. Like that. Oop. What a bloody struggle. Oh, then it pops out of here, you see. You're back to square one again. See if I can get it in this bottom bit. Dry up there. You're supposed to fit these with soapy water, but the problem is, because you mess about for so long, that the water tends to dry and the soap then becomes really sticky and you can't won't move. It makes it even worse. It becomes like a glue. It's going, but it's tight. What a lot of fun, eh? How did you spend your Christmas Eve, Mike? I was putting it under a window in. What did you do for Christmas Day, Mike? I was still putting it under a window in. You shouldn't really use screwdrivers because that will really cut. See, I can't get my bloody hands in. You won't crack them if you hammer them a bit. If you tap them, you won't break them. Because it's like, it's nearly there. Oh, Christ, now it's dropped out again. This is proving to be a long video. I'm going to stop it here. Half an hour later. Got it in, but it's not sitting right. I can't. It needs. It's tipped like that, and it needs to tip around and in. It's too tight. I'll never get the. I'll never get the filler strip in. The problem is I can't hit it from the top. You know, I usually put my hand on and push it. I put my hand on and push it down. I can't get in. And I can't even get in with a mallet just to. Okay, this end's looking all right. This junk up here. I can't pull that window down. See, you can see here, you can see the gap there, that's perfect, but not there, you see. It's tight. And this corner here especially is really nasty. This is the bit that needs to go down and push in. It needs to go down like this. I can't get it down. Get down and get with it. Well, I'll never get that seal in there. Never in a month of Sundays. I'm just, gee whiz, I'm never going to get that in there. It's sort of getting better. I don't want to push it through from the inside. I don't want to push it through and knock it through the inside. It's so easy at this stage for the seal to flip over. If I could start to put this seal in. Let's give it a go, sod it. I'm going to put some WD. WD-40 is sort of like a fish oil. It's not really oil per se. It's and the WD stands for water dispersant, so we should be alright. So let's see if we can get this filler in. Now that's how it should go. That's lovely jubbly as that. Perfect. It's can I tip up the tool to come round the corner? Maybe you've got to push the seal in. Oh, it's so tight on that corner. I'm not sort of going to rebend my tool just to do this stupid job. Not correct. There's probably a bit of water on the floor. See what a difference it makes when you've got a bit of lubricant. And it's really fast when you get going. It's just getting going, that's the problem. And you see, the thing is, you don't want to take the tool out. See, I've dropped the ball there a little bit, but I can push that in with a screwdriver. That's not a big deal. It's half in. In fact, it'll go in with your fingers, really. Let's see if I can get this bit here. Oh. bloody loud. Slippy floor. I can't get into that. I can't get into that. I'm going to have to sort of do it all the way with a little screwdriver, I think. Where did I put that screwdriver? If you've got a screwdriver underneath it, you can force it in, but you don't want to cut the rubber. See, like that? Okay. That bit's in lovely. Just this bit now. I'm so close. It's just that tight corner. I'm hitting here. It looks like I'll have to take that off to get it in. All the rest of it's gone all right. Well, let me have a break. I'm sick of this now. Nearly lunchtime anyway. I couldn't let it go. I'm still here. There's another half. It's taken me about an hour and a half now messing about. I've got it in. Just have to judge where the end of the seal is, and then put the last bit in. And the end piece needs to be quite long, because you'll find that when you've pushed that seal, so when you do the filler strip, make it overlap quite a bit, 1/4 of an inch, 1/2 an inch, because it'll push back all the way around. If not, it'll sort of shrink a bit, because with the vibration of the vehicle, it'll sort of all jive together, then you'll have a big gap. You don't want that. You've got to try and get it in. Man, oh man. It's just not enough room to there we go. So I didn't cut the seal. There. Didn't cut the seal. Did it in one shot. There was a lot of cutting there. There was a lot of cutting and editing to be done in this video. But all I've got to do now is put that thing back on there. And that's it. That's done. That's that done. I'm still not happy with this corner. It just wants a tap. I think it'll actually go in with a bit of vibration, but I just can't get it any better because I can't get my tool in there, and I don't want to take the roof rack off. I think it'll be alright. I don't think it'll leak. I don't think it was leaking anyway before, but it's nice and watertight, and the new rubber seals do make a big difference. So I hope you found that interesting. At least you know how to do it. But you know, if the roof rack was off and you had a glass fitter to come down and do it, and just give them a couple of quid and they go zoom, and they pop them in, because they do them every day. You know, it's really easy, but you don't do them every day. But like I say, I use a bit of WD-40, then I'll wash all this lot off with soapy water and get it off. I'm looking around for a bit of seal. Wait a minute. When I try to describe about not cutting the seal, is when you push in this bit, like the filler, which is the glass side. This is the glass side. Yeah, it's the glass side here. This bit here tends to cut if it's too dry. That's why you should never use a screwdriver, because it's so easy to cut, because that bit's quite thin. And as you're cutting, as you're pushing in like that, you can actually cut through the damn rubber. Then it's good night Vienna. That's why, you know, I'm here in Canada. I can't just go down the shop and it's Christmas, or what the hell. I can't leave the car open. So I ordered 2, just in case. But lesson learnt, I think when I come to do the 90, I'm just going to get the glass guys coming, because they've got to do the front window anyway. Again, it's cheaper for me and my customer. You know, we've got to put another glass in the front windscreen. I don't like doing those on my own. They always come with 2 guys. So they can do that and that in less than an hour, and it's done. It saves me messing about, and they won't scratch the paint or anything like that. And the car's just been painted, and I don't want to do that. So for me, hey, not a problem. But for somebody else's car, you pay a glass fitter $50 to come down and fit all the glass. It's not worth it, is it? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Don't get too full on your pudding, Christmas pudding. And remember, from now on, it's turkey sandwiches. Talk to you later. Bye.